I let myself go. I let myself fall into that trap. I feel a bit late. Imagine what I could have achieved in 3 years if I actually started that channel that time. Hi, my name is Christopher Iwebu, and this is my first YouTube video. This is my first video, and I need you to understand how much of a milestone this is. This particular video is about starting. How difficult it is to start, especially with things like this where you're pushing yourself out there to the world, the kind of feedback you might get, judging yourself, not feeling good enough. Honestly, that's I feel a lot more like that right now. I'm just going for it anyways because I really want to. So I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel right from my days in uni. But if you're like me, and not if you're like me, you're probably if I'm this kind of person that once I see people doing something, there's a chance that I'm not gonna want to do it because I feel like everyone is doing it already. So when I saw that not most of my classmates actually, just like 3 people were already doing this YouTube, but they're killing it and they were really doing really well. And I was like, what do I want? Where do I want to start? How do I begin? Because these people were already way ahead of me, and I let myself go. I let myself fall into that trap. And this is 3 years later. I'm going for it again. I feel a bit late. Imagine what I could have achieved in 3 years if I actually started that channel that time. But it's not actually here I am now. It made me actually, begin to ponder why has it been so difficult for me to start this YouTube channel? Well, I already mentioned one of the reasons, comparison. I wasn't just willing to start where I was. I wanted everything to be kind of, up to par, especially with what my classmates were producing at that point in time. I wanted my own to also, if not supersede that quality, but at least start from somewhere close to it. So I didn't have the camera, I didn't even have a good phone then. I wasn't even popular. So I just thought of so many things that could, make the channel not successful. And I just, put the idea back of my mind. I didn't just pursue it because I was thinking about the limitations I had. So that even let me, pursue that. Now, does this video feel awkward? Yes. I feel stuck up. I feel uncomfortable doing this, honestly. And it's cringy right now. I don't know how cringy it's going to be 2 years from now, watching myself doing this. But I've come to realize that the earlier, you get this, awkwardness out of it, the the faster it is I get to the professional or whatever, more experienced outputs. I want to be able to, get this cringy part of it out of the system, out of my system actually. Just, get comfortable with this. You can see how I'm just sitting, I'm just wondering what my image is gonna look like. But I shouldn't do that, definitely. This is one step closer to, getting that awkwardness out of my system. And of course, definitely, I think when I think of the skills I've acquired so far, I think of I do not actually judge myself as much. I always believe that I was growing in those other areas. I will be like, oh, I'm still beginning. I give myself, excuses to know sometimes I don't go so hard on myself. I tell myself, oh, as long as you're putting in the work every day. But when it came to YouTube, I don't know, I haven't just been able to get myself to do this because I haven't even been able to push myself to even go ahead and start it because I feel like this is an image thing. Like the way people perceive you, you could be acquiring a skill low key, no one knows. But this one, you're putting yourself out there. And I know by myself, I can judge myself that I don't have the experience, I do not have the expertise. I do not just feel confident enough at the moment because I'm still very new, I'm still a beginner. But what I keep wondering is why I do not also give myself the same, grace that I would give myself if I were acquiring a skill or doing some other thing. And I realized that it's just that fear of judgment. Oh, what will people say? Oh, what will people even resonate with my message? My message resonates with people, and especially what my close friends or family say. Oh, they say I think I'm saying rubbish or stuff like that. Those were the things that stopped me from starting this channel. as soon as I could because I was just afraid of judgment, of how I will be received. The most important thing is to just, keep going, keep going, keep going. Definitely there will be positive and negative feedback. Um, the important thing is to always realize that none of them defines me. And it's so important for me. One other thing that has kept me from starting this YouTube channel, like I mentioned earlier, is this need to be perfect. I wanted everything to be up to par. I wanted the quality to be really good. I wanted to have a great phone, great camera, nice background, And honestly, I think a lot of people also have this as a challenge. They just want to start something, at a certain level. They don't want to start small. And it doesn't let you start. It keeps you paralyzed for a while because you're trying to get everything perfect. And you could be waiting and waiting and waiting and nothing could come together because you're waiting for that perfect time, um that perfect equipment or whatever it is that you need to start. And look at me here now with my plain white background on my wall. I was even trying to put something here so you guys don't think that, I'm just behind the wall or yeah, or in front of the wall rather. It was. Here I am, starting what I have. Maybe in my next video I'll put a plant here so you can see that I have something in my background. Sometimes you need to give yourself that permission to start small, start where you are. Um, I think it's really that image thing to come in. You want to look good, you want to look perfect to people. Uh, but then what's the expense? At what expense are you doing that? How long will it take you to get to that perfect image before you can actually start? I have come up with some ground rules to help me stay focused and to help me stay grounded as I grow with this YouTube channel. You could apply this in any area of your life. It's actually multifunctional, if you ask me. Now, the first rule I'm going to walk by is to never attach any emotion to the outcome of any of my videos. So this is it. I do not want to get attached if my or get emotionally, either high, elated or emotionally down if my video does really well or doesn't do so well. So I don't want to attach myself to the outcome of any of my videos. Say for instance my video goes viral, I don't want to be so excited that I attach my value to that video because once or attach my value or my self-worth to how well my video does, because once that video doesn't do so well, I'll begin to feel less of myself. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to focus on, do what I have to do. I want to maintain emotional neutrality. It doesn't mean that I won't celebrate my own. It doesn't mean that I won't be happy when I do well. But I don't want it to be in such a way that I will not attach my value or identity as a YouTuber to how well my video does because it's going to really affect me so much if I do that. Prioritize consistency over perfection. Like right now it's 12 midnight right now when I'm shooting this video. I had to take a break because my neighbor's child was crying and it was interfering. The noise was coming into my video. So I had to do that. So this video might not be perfect. You're still going to hear some background noises here and there. But with time, I'm going to learn how to, reduce the noise and everything. So basically, I'm gonna try. I'm saying this to myself more than I'm saying it to you actually. So the important thing is just to show up. I don't want to be discouraged. I don't want to look for perfection all the time. Sometimes I just want to show you how messy this thing can be. I want to be as open, as honest as I can be, to be authentic. That's really my goal. Another thing is this. I want to be able to create before I compare. Now, because I'm already used to, comparing, you know, content, I can watch different YouTube videos on a particular subject. I feel that if I continue to do that, even that I want to start a YouTube channel officially, that I want to start pursuing this seriously, I feel like it will be much, much better for me if I create before I begin to look at other options because I don't want to have other people's content, dangling in my head. I want to begin to edit the things I want to say based on what I have watched or what I've seen. So I want to just be original as possible. Whatever comes up my head, I'm going to tell you. Why am I actually want to compare is to see what areas I can grow, what areas I can do better. Not that I want to actually make my video about somebody else's video. So this one is going to take some time because I feel like I'm talking to an audience, but at the same time, it's just it has to be one person. I'm talking to you, one person. So I think I need to have put this mindset that oh, even if it's just one person that this video resonates with, that's enough for me. And with time, those one persons will continue to increase. Definitely, that's what would happen eventually. So I tell myself now, I'm beginning to put it in my conscious. Oh, I'm not talking to a lot of people. I'm talking to just one person. So if I'm doing that, it helps me to be more precise, more focused, more attuned to whatever that one person that I have in mind, that person I have in mind would actually want to hear. And I think for the most part of this YouTube channel, that one person is gonna be me. I'm gonna be talking to myself because it's a journey. So if you see yourself in me, definitely you can resonate with that and you can feel, oh, this is you at the one person at that point in time. So next thing is I want to have it in mind that my journey is my message. So this is not about, reaching one big goal and reaching 1,000 YouTube subscribers in 1 month or reaching. It's more like you guys need to see how I started. Just see how it goes. Just see how I do. I want to see how I do more than you actually want to see how I do. Honestly, I want to see how constant I can be. I want to see myself grow before public eyes. Definitely, that's really what this is about. I want to see how my journey, by the grace of God, how this journey is that I've decided to go on is going on. The process is going to take and what it is take to get me to this point, to the point I want to be. And the message here is the process. So you're going to see me start messy. You already see me starting messy already. So hopefully, over the next, who knows, few months or years, I don't know how long it's going to take me. But hopefully, I begin to put it all together and you all begin to see that, oh, you know, this is actually the lesson here, the journey. Thank you for watching my YouTube video up to this very moment. Honestly, if you watch this to this point, you are awesome. If you think you want to be a part of this my journey, if you think you want to see me, see me through on this journey, you can just quickly hit the subscribe button and you can also like this video so the other beginner YouTubers can also see this and see you on my next one.